So welcome to the AEW review of what I was gonna say again, folks. Sorry guys. Um Welcome to the AEW review of Dynamite. Fallout after Full Gear. July's stream is probably done, and my live reaction to it probably were different feelings what how I felt about it, but here's what I really feel about it. If I narrow down on things I liked about this show, things I didn't like about this show. My number one thing that I did not like about the show is that we got MJF and Adam Cole scenario. Hear me out here, people. These motherfuckers been doing their shit for forever now. Literally. First of all, this was when MJF was the AEW World Heavyweight Champion at that time. And this thing really was when AEW was having bigger crowds, and the crowd attendance was really good at that time. Really good. Now hear me out. With a good crowd attendance, lost a lot of interesting topics, folks. A lot of interesting things, spam. Good crowd attendance doesn't mean that first, okay, they do their friendship thing, they do the tech, all that stuff was great. But we go to Full Gear. Sorry, we go to All In. Adam Cole should have beaten MJF. Logic would be right there. We do the turn MJF, and Adam Cole beats MJF, right? Okay. There is that. They chose to do it late. And yes, and then Adam Cole got injured. Now here's it. What the storyline they're playing right now, they still could play that storyline. But only if they did not do the devil storyline. Now they have done the devil storyline. That's how it begins after All In. Soon after that, Jay White gets involved in stuff, and Samoa Joe gets part of it too, but it's like this devil is attacking everybody. First of all, how is the devil attacking? He attacked somebody, literally. How was he attacking? He's attacking because he's okay, but apparently my Adam Cole's also injured, so people's like, if it's Kyle O'Reilly who's the devil, you know what, Tony Khan being the devil and screwing MJF would have been, and Tony Khan becoming a character, that would have drawn me money. Because now fans will hate Tony Khan. The character. Mr. Khan. They will hate, like, Mr. McMahon was a character. They could have done something like that. Tony Khan becoming the devil. They could have done the devil storyline. They could have done Tony Khan being the devil. But I would not mention you that right now because that's something I'll be working on in general. But folks, this storyline right here is fucked up. It's not that great. We end to World's End where Adam Cole's the devil. Okay. MJF comes back, but at Double or Nothing. Great. Focusing on nothing. Moving on, MJF turns heel. Really, like, fans were still behind him, but he said apparently he really wanted him to become a heel again. He says that he's the best as a heel. That's when reports came up more and more about that he started, shooting on the fans again. That they cheered Samoa Joe. And he cut the segment there. He told us about this damn segment. And then we go on to Wrestle Dream, where he's having a thing with Dean Garcia, and Adam Cole comes out, and MJF runs like the coward. MJF, how the things have changed. Apparently, MJF is the heel now, and Adam Cole's the babyface in that story. It doesn't work like that. You did the devil storyline. Now you can't do this anymore. Now they go their separate ways. Or either you could still do it in a way that Adam Cole attacks MJF or something, maybe? Instead of this whole Roderick Strong becoming this and all this family drama. It is so hokey. It is so stupid. It's not even this is like WWE 101 Vince McMahon booking right here. It's not good. And I didn't like any of it. All this, Matt Taven and the Undisputed Kingdom Familia drama, man. I'm not a fan of it. Terrible stuff, clearly. So this is like this is the downright ugly of the show in my opinion. Like terrible, the worst part of the show I'm talking right now. And again, they continued it this week, and MJF again, just kind of MJF segment was also not that great. It was so short that I can't even focus what the fuck was he talking about. Battle Royal to become MJF to face MJF. So now the Familia drama is gonna go into a freaking battle royal between Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. This shit was so bad. I don't like it. Still don't like it. Didn't like it. Felt weird by it. First of all, I'm not gonna take it the sense of that Adam Cole's a good guy. After you played out the devil storyline. There's no way I believe it. You try to force me that he's the good guy. He's not the good guy. This is literally, I'm not gonna say this literally for them shoving down somebody's throat. They're literally Adam Cole as a baby face. They're making Adam Cole as a baby face being shoved down our throats. It's, again, a Vince booking from Roman Reigns, but still, you know? Nobody really wants him as a babyface. And if somebody does want him as a babyface, MJF and Adam Cole should have no interaction. If he's gonna return as a babyface, okay? MJF and Adam Cole, they should have never even touched and gone near the feud. This feud is at its worst right now. I cannot tell you more. It's so bad. Now I'm gonna talk about a good part of the show where the show kicked off with a really excellent part of the show in my opinion. The show kicked off with MVP, the Hurt Syndicate. These guys have aura with Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley that came out there. They spoke. By the way, the media scrum, that was fucking hilarious. They went out there, they spoke, and they talked about all of, things with the problems the AEW, addressed the AEW fans, and that Bobby Lashley beat the crap out of Swerve. Like Swerve was the strongest guy, and Bobby Lashley went there and he destroyed him. And this makes Bobby Lashley look legit and like a killer. Like this dude is a real MMA fighter as well. So he has that hurt, the suit wearing gimmick, and that like Bobby Lashley is looking like $1,000,000. Shelton Benjamin on the other hand, he's also get like he's the excellent of execution, and he's putting his executions really well, man. Like, god damn it. The stuff the match with Mark Briscoe was pretty damn good, but this thing was was the best part of the show. Now we'll talk about a low part here more in my opinion. Um Mariah May versus Mina Shirakawa. You know that name, I'm again was about to fuck up her name like I usually do probably. But Mina Shirakawa versus Mariah May. Mina Shirakawa versus Mariah May, folks. God. I don't know where I'm singing worse is because you know what we saw at Full Gear where They're first having a dance party, think they're gonna kiss or something, but they don't. They start dancing. Um, Mariah May, she picks up the freaking tequila, whatever, the bottle of champagne. Literally, is about to bop her in the head with it. She misses. She takes her out, and then she's bleeding from her mouth, like her teeth are broken or something. And Mariah May's neck nearly got broken or something. That itself was the most confusing thing I've ever seen in AEW has ever done. It looked like some Vince McMahon type. It makes no sense booking. That's what Tony Khan is booking right now, I feel like. So, yeah. And then, no, this just, let me tell you something more. Um, Mina Shirakawa's being interviewed by Renee Paquette. Renee asks her what, like, did you see it coming? He was like, yeah, I did see it coming, and blah, blah, blah. She's talking more about stuff like that, man. She's just going all about it. She's just going all about that stuff again. She's mentioning literally every part that annoys people. She's like just going all about it. Like, okay, yeah, I did see it coming. I knew that she's gonna turn on me. I was waiting for a while. Oh my god, alright. Because, she did, apparently. And then Mariah May actually finally does the heel turn. She finally turns heel on Mina Shirakawa. They could have just done this on Full Gear and started doing the stupid thing that, oh god, she outsmarted her. Like, no, no. What the hell was that on Full Gear? She outsmarted her. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. They could have done the heel turn on Full Gear rather instead of doing it on Dynamite. Like, I mean, like there was no point of the heel turn now. And they still had Mariah May attack you know, Mina Shirakawa, and taught that, oh, this is the heel turn. Mariah May turned heel. Is that what we're telling? No. She outsmarted her. No, fuck no. This another one, man. This is another one which was not good. I didn't like any but part of it. Terrible. And a really terrible one. I'm gonna do a good part here. Maybe that one's some good. Mercedes Monet versus Mercedes Monet and Camille. They come out. Mercedes Monet is talking, and I felt like her microphone game was kind of good today, maybe. And then Camille said like, "Shut up," and she said, "Attend Mercedes Monet." It, I knew it wasn't good. It was just okay. And then she just starts freaking out that she quit on her, Camille. Logic suggests, yeah, a person would eventually fed up and quit on you. I would have beaten her up rather, you know. But no, she just quit on her. That was no direction really. Like, I'm quit on you. They could have told a story of her together, maybe with her a bit, but no. She just quit on her quite early. Alright, we went nothing with this storyline with Camille and Mercedes Monet, and if these two get back together again, was it a swerve to fool us? It's fooling your fucking audience that your product is even more bad. It's telling everybody that this shit sucks. Yes, it was okay, not the good part. I'm gonna call him Classic here. The Continental Classic was the very good part of the show. All matches, in my opinion, delivered, and the International Women's World Cup that they're doing on AEW Dynasty were Ring of Honor, CMML, Stardom, New Japan, and AEW. All of the promotions are, being part of that AEW Dynasty, Wrestle Dynasty, what they're calling it. Not AEW Dynasty, because they just call it Dynasty. Wrestle Dynasty, they're calling it, right? So that's a good part right there. I love that. Like, that's a good part right there. But S- But I'm talking about the Continental Classic. The Continental Classic, man. Like last year, I was not really into it because I go can't understand too much. But we had stars build up now that I felt like okay, we got somewhere and we're gonna have some great matches, and we did. We had Shelton Benji versus Mark Briscoe, which is was a very good match. I enjoyed it. For a TV match, it was very good in my opinion. Shelton Benjamin proving what he is. It was perfect where it was. It was a pretty good match. I really enjoyed it. Then we got into it. Just proves how what Shelton Benjamin's the ton of story. Then we got, I would say, Claudio and Ricochet, which was not my favorite match of the night. I felt like it kind of makes no sense why they're doing this match. Claudio and Ricochet, yeah. Yeah, they did that. They did that, really. They did that. They did that match. Claudio and Ricochet. Yeah, that make no sense. Because the styles were pretty good, but Claudio ended up beating Ricochet. And Claudio Castagnoli and Ricochet. What a match that was. That was a pretty iffy match. I don't know, man. It was good at best. Nothing something crazy I saw in that match, really. But the crowd popped hard for some spot over there. I was like, holy shit, what happened on that? Maybe that was a big part of it, but yeah, so these matches were pretty fun and pretty good. You know? Let me get into the main event. The friggin' Darby Allin versus Brody King, where Darby Allin's all beat up and he's from the Fallout of Full Gear, where he's all, ready to kill Moxley or something. Darby Allin is literally like wants to make sure Moxley has a homicide or something. He's trying to plan that here, plan a homicide for Moxley in some ways. So Darby Allin is like he's fucked up, he's banged up, his ribs are taped, all that, and he is about to come out and fight Brody King, which is his friend or something. He's his friend actually, and they have a good match. Darby Allin put his all, but in the end they told a perfect story that Darby Allin was too beat up, and he's not invincible. He is not some Superman. He's not some superhero who the will have the power from the sky come up, and he will fire up, start no selling everything, and he will beat Brody King easily. No, they told they told a really good story that Darby Allin lost to Brody King, even though he put up a fight. He put up a fight against Brody King. Let me know you should just talk about something more. In between that match, the freaking when Brody King goes out to beat him like outside the ring, it's like they go and they literally hit the outside, you know, with like Brody King hits like the cannonball on it, and that knocks out the audio clearly. Like we can't even hear. We can hear the wrestling in the ring, but we can't hear what's going on anywhere else. We can hear what the commentators are saying, what Excalibur's saying. It's weird, but that for sure happened. I was not, the biggest fan of that, but it happened. But again, Brody King beat Darby Allin. At the end of the show, Claudio comes out. Um, out of all these matches, this was probably the best match of the Continental Classic match we had. The main event. This main event was perfect. I liked the story that they were telling in this main event. And then Claudio comes out to beat him, but Brody King, he cares about his friend Darby, and he will fight alongside Darby. That's what they're telling a story that they were gonna have a bloody match, like Brody King, another guy who represents more for AEW. I like House of Black and Darby Allin should, maybe Orange Cassidy against I won't say blood and guts if we can come early, but if you know, you know. Um, yeah, so this was quite fun, actually. Like, this match was quite fun, I enjoyed it. We're done with the Colin Classic, we can go on to the International Women's World Cup qualifier match, which was also really good. Jamie Hayter versus, I forgot her name. I'm gonna literally just tell you right now what her name is. You know, I might have mentioned her name really, but my bad if I did. And that's her name, really. Yeah. Queen Queen Etnana, right? That's her name? Yeah, Queen Etnana or something, my bad. I don't know how to spell her name. If I spelled it wrong, my bad. If I didn't, good. Good gracious. Do I really care? Maybe I do. But another match, man, like, yeah, Queen Aminata. Her and Jamie Hayter, they had a really good match as well. I really like what they did there. And then we go into the crazy part of the show. Especially in that match, I would say that the kick, the way that Queen Eminata, like, she's a great wrestler. Maybe she was in the baddies, I don't know, with Jade Cargill, but, you know, the thing, Jade Cargill's little faction in AEW. But Queen Eminata, like, she went out there, she wrestled, she did great. And Jamie Hayter also was wrestling great as well. I don't know who was better, Quintil or something. Sometimes I couldn't tell. It's kind of weird. But this was a pure wrestling match, and I really liked it. It was a good wrestling match. The kick to the face of Jamie Hayter knocked her out clean, and then Jamie Hayter got the win at the end. But like a really good match, though. I really enjoyed it for a qualifying International World Cup match. You know, she's gonna fight the winner of Serena Demon Bulan and Gil at Winter's Coming. All right, Winter's Coming is a while away, but we're gonna talk about another part here. This the segment I really mentioned maybe, but I think maybe I should. This segment was Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher. And Don Callis really hyped up, you know, Kyle Fletcher and said, Will Ospreay is this, and Kyle Fletcher's the way to go. He's the guy. And he said in the media scrum as well, like, he's like my one truly son. Like he said this shit same shit about Ospreay when he hated Kenny back then. He still hates Kenny, but he's also now taking Ospreay out of his elite liberty. Kyle Fletcher and Don Callis, their scenario went up there, and yeah, Kyle Fletcher proved that he's a beast of a man. He took out Will Ospreay, and Will Ospreay really sold everything he did. He sold everything Kyle Fletcher did to him. It was perfect, and Kyle Fletcher saying, "I'm the best, dude. Like I'm the guy." And it's gonna more prove to him if he's in the Con Classic if they book him as the guy, but because what they did to him on Full Gear, they made him a star right there. It's a star level performance like none other. Think about it. Um, and yet people say like we're just calling everybody wrestling and star right now. Like he's not like a big star yet, but what he could be in world of wrestling, not like mainstream, probably not. He has to literally like get a good character at least. It's also about character. It's not about just pure in ring wrestling. But yeah, this kid really figured his shit out. All right, we're gonna talk about the end here. We're gonna end it with this. Um, the crazy part of the show. So Hangman Adam Page comes out to speak. He talks about it. He says that it should have been me. He does that Dolph Ziggler. I'm gonna put it up right here, right now. It should have been me. It should have been me. Yeah, like it should have not been Swerve. It should have not been Brian should have been, and it should have been Mox. It should have been me. I should be AEW World Champion. What he wants to become, and he's so mad that Christian didn't become AEW World Champion, so he could face Christian. And then Jay White comes out, and they're about to have their little. They're talking, and then they get attacked by Wheeler Yuta and Pac. I would say Jay White and Hangman Page, and they don't. And then Hangman Page take down Jay White. This was a wild segment again, right here. He would say, "Oh, they're trying to fight together," but no, he hates him so much. Even though he's limping, he hates him. That he's so mad that he got beat by him that he took him out again. I'm loving everything about this pussy Hangman Adam Page character because he's such a pussy. He's like the most. He's a coward, a coward that we can get behind. Maybe in a way, like it's working with him, but a vicious heel, like not like coward, like a fun heel. He is playing a really weird character. It's a pussy who loses, but still tries to still is a really good heel. I'm not gonna say more about it. Hang on page, but yeah, and then they ended up attacking. Then friggin' Marina Shafir came out of nowhere, and Jay White tried to fight all of them back, and then he put her in the freaking switchblade, and the crowd popped big for that. That probably was one of the biggest pops on the show, and was literally about to hit her with the switchblade, but then Mox came out, choked him out, and then friggin' Mina Shafir is literally, I don't know what to say about this. Jay White is on in between her breasts, he's between her fucking poops, bro. Like shit, bro. Like goddamn, this was wild as hell, and she's rubbing him in literally, and it didn't even feel like a choke. It felt so weird and like, what the fuck did I just see? The crowd was a little weirded about that. Like literally, she was just stuffing him inside her poops or something, and then everybody beat him up, and like, goddamn, he got knocked out, his ass out. And the shot of him, that was a good shot where he got laid out, and Hangman also got laid out. They came out. It was a wild ass segment, and this was a crazy segment right there, which makes no sense. I can't understand what's going on in this segment really. Hangman saying it should have been me, it should have been the classic Dolph Ziggler thing. I get that, but other than that, this was a confusing ass segment. Really, it wasn't bad. Really, it was wild. It was a crazy segment. Something they did in the main event of Full Gear. If they would, they could have closed the show off with this. Maybe could have been a better part. They could have kicked off the show with this. Which also, I'm not gonna say the show started off bad, but it was a wild, crazy segment. Did it in the in between parts, and well, I would say kudos to them, man. Kudos to them. All right, this is the Full Gear review, longest review. I'll see you out, folks. More content coming out. Spades out. Try that Full Gear review. I'm man. AEW Dynamite. Fallout. Full Gear.